How's everybody doing today? Been getting a lot of questions on some of the new thermals and night visions we have here, and just wanted to talk through a little bit with you and show you guys some options. This isn't going to be in-depth, high-tech. This is more for the guy wanting to get into it and understand it and see what your options are. So let's get started. Most of the thermals we carry are I Ray. We do carry the Athlon also. But the I Rays come with a 5-year warranty, and they're pretty good stuff. So first off, just a handheld. This is for the guy that wants to go walking around, or gal, something small, something you can throw in your pocket. Doesn't want a weapon mount it, just wants to have the ability to see items at night or during the day that are hot and to understand it. So this little guy is relatively cheap, and they work out really well. With the same one, you can do all your standard red hot, black hot, white hot, rainbow. You can do a lot of different things, and I'll throw in some images that came out of this. This has a smaller chipset in it, but works very well. It's amazing how good something like this can work. You go from something like this into the handheld. This handheld can be helmet mounted, can be weapons mounted, and it can be just a handheld. This is a great unit. This is an all-around solid performer, very small. Runs on your same rechargeable battery. Comes with 2 caps. You can, the battery that is currently in it has a charging port built into it. Has a USB-C charging cable built into it. If you don't want to run cells that have the charging port built into them, then it comes with a different cap and you can run the smaller cells. This unit will perform in a class of a 640 unit when it's only a 384. Only when you get a 640 unit hand side by side can you really tell the difference. And then humidity plays a lot, how much humidity is in the air, how far you're trying to go. A lot of different things determine how well thermal works. So this is, I gotta look up my cheat sheet because I always keep forgetting, but this is the Micro I Ray 384. Then you jump up. This is my personal setup. This is a PVS 14 and an I Ray Micro 640. On the other side, this is mounted on a bridge. What's nice about this is you pop this guy off the bridge. Again, these are about the same, but this is the 640, this is the 384. This unit has your optics built into it if you want to use it. Most people will just mount this in front of their scope. Roughly 8 power and under, you can get away with 10 a little bit. But what's nice is the mounting face, and this is an add-on to this, works for 2 things. One side of it here goes into your bridge. The other side of it is pick rail, and you can get a double-sided rail. So this will mount on the rail of your firearm, and then this side will mount on here, and it'll go in front of the scope. So if we had a scope on here, yeah, we'll do this one. Had a scope on here, this would sit here, this would sit here. You look through your scope into the optic. Very solid unit. Having the ability to use these in a multitude of different ways is just a game changer. It really is. So kind of from there, I want to kind of show you the way I carry these. Your way may be better. If you got a better way, put it in the comments, let us know. Just telling you what has worked for me. I've been a big fan of night vision for a long time. This is the Omni 8 contract unit here. Gen 3, this is green phosphorus. We also have them in white phosphorus. But if you're going out, walking the dogs, just want to see at night, a thermal will not replace a night vision. It just can't do it. You get a digital unit and an analog unit, and the analog is going to perform faster, it's going to be cleaner. Digital, you're going to have the slight delay. Trying to walk with a thermal is, for me, it's difficult. Some of you guys may be able to do it great. I struggle with it. Walking with night vision, just like walking during the day. You can see everything in front of you. I have tried out a few of the Anvis 9s on a helmet mount, and this works great. The problem with it is it's big. For most of us, this is something we're wanting to keep in an EDC bag or in a vehicle. It's tough to keep all this in one spot, keep it organized, keep it clean, keep it from getting damaged. It takes up a lot of room. It's running a battery pack on the back, which is awesome as a counterweight when you're wearing something like this. It's got your ear protection built in, it's got batteries that'll last a very long time. And you can walk so well with night vision. And whether you have the helmet or whether you have like the scrusher, this is the Cerakoating Precision skull cap. Again, this is not as good as this when you're wearing it for long periods of time. It's just not. You can't support the weight near as well. But if you want something you can put up small in your bag and something you're going to be able to carry around, these work great. There's lots of adjustments to cinch it down. You got your mount on the front, you can adjust. You know, everything's the same, except this doesn't stay on your head as well. But I use it all the time. Now, if you're using one optic, either night vision monocular or a thermal monocular, it's really not bad at all. It's you can go a couple hours without a problem, without having any fatigue. When you run both, it gets heavier. So I'm just going to show you what I do. This is personal preference by a lot. And again, guys, this one we're looking at right here is my personal setup. Everybody's going to get different mileage on what they like better. You know, I do have some retention on here. You know, you got quite a bit of money sitting here in this. So imagine you can clip this right on. So then you got that on your head, you got both of them up here. You can lower it down to your eyes. This bridge, you know, this is the cheaper bridge. Again, most of the units I sell, people are buying this. You can buy this whole assembly here, everything you need for under the $500 mark. You go get Wilcox or something, you're going to be substantially more money. What I really like about this, if you're a person that can run a thermal and a night vision at the same time, and your brain can put those two images together, I wish I was you, because I can't do that. I can do it for a very short period of time without headaches. But what I do is typically thermal's up, night vision's down. You can do whatever you need to do with the night vision. This bracket does have a lot of adjustments. You can get it in line with both eyes, and you can set your eye Doppler accordingly. But I will leave night vision down. I can look through optics with the night vision on some setups. It depends on what it is. And then if you need to, you just reverse it, put your thermal down, and you can identify the hot spots that are out there, identify what you may be looking for. And then once you know where it's at, putting your thermal or putting your night vision down will now allow you to probably see it once you know where it's at. For you guys that haven't spent too much time under NVGs, if there's something there and it's not moving, it's kind of hard to pick out. It's just difficult, especially if you know, you're out looking for a rabbit or something that's in the trees. It is hard to spot something like that with night vision. You know, you use their thermal and it lights up like the sun. Depending on what settings you got, works really well. But I just wanted to go over a little bit, because again, I'm not trying to get into the details, but I get a lot of people asking what what this is all about. And it really depends on what your end goal is and what your theory is and what your use is for this. You know, starting with something like this that's, you know, under $700 gets the job done, and gets the job done pretty well. And if you don't need to mount it onto a helmet and you don't need to mount it onto a firearm, there's no reason to go much higher unless you just need clarity and more of it, because this has plenty as it is. You can record on here, you can export it. I haven't used it, but on the box it shows it's got an Apple and Android app, so you might be able to see live. I'll have to play with that. This is a solid unit. You know, then you jump up into the 225s, the RHL and the Athlon. These are both great units also. Again, this one will probably get done what you want to do, significantly less money. But if you need that clarity, if you need all the bells and whistles you can get, then this is it. And again, buying through us, 5-year warranty directly from the manufacturer, and they stand behind it. You need the bridges, you need the mounts. There's lots of different options. This can all be customized to what your philosophy of use is. And that's a big part of it. You don't want to go buy something unless you know what you're going to use it for and how you're going to use it. You know, we also carry the weapons mounted thermals. And these are great. If you've already got a handheld and it gets the job done and you want to get something weapon mounted, then these are a very clear next choice. But if this is your first thermal, you go mount it on your rifle, you have a lot of fun with it and everything, you can only use it there. You know, it's not safe to be carrying around your firearm, to be using your thermal and pointing it everywhere. So again, if you have the funding to do a dedicated unit, this is the way to go. You get more of the scope features, you get all the great things that come along with the scope features. You get a longer lasting battery, you get a solid performer. But for the guy that wants to do everything in one unit, it is really hard to beat one of these. Now, if you're getting precise and you're looking for a weapons mounted unit that you want to really be able to reach out there with a scope and get all the zoom, you know, this isn't going to do it. So it does come down to your philosophy of use, how you want to use the product, and what your budget is. So if you guys have any questions, hit us up. Most everything we have is always in stock. If not, we can get it pretty quick. Night vision can be a little picky at times depending on what contracts are going on. But we'll give you a good solid price, we'll back it up, and we'll help you along the way on getting anything figured out. And anyways, we're just a little gun shop laser business in Gardner, Kansas. We support you know, all the local gun ranges and everything else and all the opportunities we got. We are the largest Athlon stocking dealer in the Kansas City area. Athlon is located just a couple miles from us. But if you guys need anything, hit us up. I'm going to give you a quick shop tour to kind of show you around. But we're here to help. We're here for the questions. And if you guys got something that isn't already answered out there on YouTube, and most of it is, I understand that. I'm trying to set this video up more for the guy getting into it that doesn't know a lot about it. If you want to have that phone call on what all these different numbers mean, I'm more than happy to have that with you. But anyways, thank you guys. I'll just give you a quick tour. So we do carry all the Black Branch shooting bags. Our opinion, one of the best bags out there. Again, we have all the Athlon optics in stock out on display. Not everyone, but we have the majority of them. You know, we've got a few firearms for sale. Do have a Noreen right now, which is pretty nice. You know, and then we do a lot of laser work. You know, these are all just sample tumblers for people to look at. We can order whatever you would like, but You know, Cerakoating. Here's our current inventory of Cerakoating colors. All done in-house. Everything's done here. We don't send anything out. Oops. Got these lasers going. They're a little loud. Let me shut it off. So, large format CO2 fiber laser. Again, this isn't not a lot of overhead. We'd run this out of our own personal shop. Sandblaster for everything getting Cerakoted. And you know, we try. We do work hard to give you a top of the line product, and we're happy you stood here watching by. After this, most of these videos are going to kind of be on the day-to-day stuff, what I'm doing, and kind of get an idea of what it's like to be in a laser business. But just wanted to start off with the thermals, and then did show you we had a Glock for one of our good friends last night. Just started this. This is Cerakoted, laser engraved, and we can hook you up with what you need. But what you doing, Honcho? And here comes Valley. The crazy dogs. Shop dogs are in the shop today because it's raining outside. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good one.